everyone, today we're gonna be playing some more Animal Crossing, and in particular we're going to be doing the stamp collection at the museum before we get on with trying to farm out more scorpions. This isn't my usual robot voice, but what the hell, let's give it a try. How is everyone's day going? I don't believe I've had the chance to show off my museum yet. I have everything was available in April and some of the new May items. It's a little disappointing that all of the bug stamps were in the same room.
웬 대장그 빠스방하 와호미징그 안바스바센그 야하 엔진 감비드 라유 드라베티드 기라 랑그 미 야하
Have started with the fish, now all the other stamps. I feel like I shouldn't have started with the fish, now all the other stamps just put in bundles right in the first room. The funny thing about that one besides the penis on it is that Teddy sent me that one in the mail. There are also just no art stamps, I guess, which isn't very fun of them. Let's go hang these bad boys up in our home. With these two items I can finally become the internet edgelords I have so long wished to destroy. It's difficult having to catch the fish with no sound cues. I can't hear the game without messing up the audio for you guys right now. Did they actually replace the fish that you used to catch off the pier? I've only ever seen to get normal ocean fish since the months changed. New fish gang rise up. going to sell this stuff off and then head to Mystery Island for some more scorpion farming. And donate that catfish before I forget. Before we continue, I need a piss break. I was going to give you a text-to-speech reading of some important philosophical work, but I can't be bothered to find a good quote placed in appropriate context, so instead here's the introduction of a Wikipedia page for butter. Butter is a dairy product made from the fat and protein components of milk or cream. It is a semi-solid emulsion at room temperature, consisting of approximately 80% butterfat. It is used at room temperature as a spread, melted as a condiment, and used as an ingredient in baking, sauce making, pan frying, and other cooking procedures. It is used at room temperature as a spread, melted as a condiment, and used as an ingredient in baking, sauce making, pan frying, and other cooking procedures. Most frequently made from cow's milk, but it can also be manufactured from the milk of other mammals, including sheep, goats, buffalo, and yaks. It is made by churning milk or cream to separate the fat globules from the buttermilk. Salt and food colorings are sometimes added to butter. Rendering butter, removing the water and milk solids produces clarified butter or ghee, which is almost entirely butterfat. Butter is a water in oil emulsion resulting from an inversion of the cream, where the milk proteins are the emulsifiers. Butter remains a firm solid when refrigerated, but softens to a spreadable consistency at room temperature and melts to a thin liquid consistency at 32 to 35 degrees Celsius, 90 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. The density of butter is 911 grams per liter, 0.950 pounds per US pint. 1. It generally has a pale yellow color, but varies from deep yellow to nearly white. Its natural, unmodified color is dependent on the source animal's feed and genetics, but the commercial manufacturing process commonly manipulates the color with food colorings like annatto, 2 or carotene. How was that? I'll have to watch it back later to see just how much time it filled. I don't think I was gone too long, but who knows? Let's see if we have more luck making Scorpion Island this time.
Orlan드, 위아틀란드 하트하티바란드, 대하와겐 하함즈, 이건 안비인 바란디아, 겐하센드인 흔드람, 어하스람리단 삼루이즈.
We got one gang. Let's see if we can fill up most of the rest of our inventory with these nil dudes. What's good, my man? I'm waiting for scorpions to show up. Hello, sorry it takes time to type things out in here. Can you hear me all right? In order to fill the long silences waiting for scorpions, I'm going to have this David Attenborough sounding robot voice read the Wikipedia article on scorpions. Scorpions are predatory arachnids of the order Scorpiones. They have 8 legs, one, and are easily recognized by the pair of grasping pedipalps and the narrow, segmented tail often carried in a characteristic forward curve over the back ending with a venomous stinger. Scorpions range in size from 9 mm (0.3 in) Typhlocactus micheli to 23 cm (9 in) Heterometrus swammerdami. 2. The evolutionary history of scorpions goes back to the Silurian period 425 million years ago. They have adapted in a wide range of environmental conditions, and they can now be found on all continents except Antarctica. Scorpions number about 1,750 described species, 3 with 13 extant living families recognized to date. The taxonomy has undergone changes and is likely to change further as genetic studies are bringing forth new information. All scorpions have a venomous sting, but the vast majority of the species do not represent a serious threat to humans, and in most cases, healthy adults do not need a medical treatment after being stung. For only about 25 species are known to have venom capable of killing a human. One in some parts of the world with highly venomous species, human fatalities regularly occur, primarily in areas with limited access to medical treatment. 4. Etymology. The word scorpion is thought to have originated in Middle English between 1175 and 1225 AD from Old French scorpio, 6, or from Italian scorpione, both derived from the Latin scorpius, 7, which is the romanization of the Greek word scorpus, scorpius. 8. Geographical distribution. Scorpions are found on all major land masses except Antarctica and New Zealand. Scorpions did not occur naturally in Great Britain, Ireland, Japan, South Korea, and some of the islands in Oceania, but now have been accidentally introduced in some of these places. 5. 249. The greatest diversity of scorpions in the northern hemisphere is to be found in regions between the latitudes 23 and 38 degrees north. Above these latitudes, the diversity decreases, with the northernmost natural occurrence of scorpions being the northern scorpion Paroroctonus boreas at Medicine Hat, Alberta, Canada, 50 degrees north. 5. 251. 5 colonies of scorpions, Euscorpius flavocaudes, have established themselves in Sierra Island, Shetland, in the United Kingdom. 9. This small population has been resident since the 1860s, having probably arrived with imported food from Africa. This scorpion species is small and completely harmless to humans. At just over 51 degrees north, this marks the northernmost limit where scorpions live in the wild. Today, scorpions are found in virtually every terrestrial habitat, including high-elevation mountains, caves, and intertidal domes, with the exception of boreal ecosystems such as the tundra, high-altitude taiga, and the permanently snow-clad tops of some mountains. 5. 251 to 252. 12. As regards to microhabitats, scorpions may be ground-dwelling, tree-living, rock-loving, or sand-loving. Some species, such as Vagiovus jansi diversitale, are found in every type of habitat in Baja California, while others occupy specialized niches such as Euscorpius carpatus, which is endemic to the littoral zone of rivers in Romania. 13. Classification. Main article, Taxonomy of scorpions. 13 families and about 1,750 described species and subspecies of scorpions are known. In addition, 111 described taxa of scorpions are extinct. 14. This classification is based on that of Seleglad and FAT 2003, 15, which replaced the older unpublished classification of astronomers. 16. Additional taxonomic changes are from papers by Seleglad et al. 2005. 17, 18. Systematics. This classification covers extant taxa to the rank of family. Order Scorpiones. Infraorder Orthostony Pocock 1911. Half-order Pseudoshactida Seleglad FAT 2003. Superfamily Pseudoshactoidea Gromov 1998. Family pseudo-shotty diagram of 1998. Parvorder Boothida Selegla Fact 2003. Superfamily Boothoideo C. L. Cock 1837. Family Boothidei C. L. Cock 1837. Thick-tailed scorpions. Family Microcharda Lorenzo 1996. Parvorder Che Rilida Selegla Fact 2003. Superfamily Cheroloidea Pocock 1893. Family Cherilidae Pocock 1893. Parvorder Iurida Selegla Fact 2003. Superfamily Chactoidea Pocock 1893. Family Chactidae Pocock 1893. Family Euscorpionidae Lori 1896. Family Superstitionidae Stanford 1940. Family Vachovidae Thorel 1876. Superfamily Iolodia Thorel 1876. Family Caraboptonidae Crapeland 1905. Hairy scorpions. Family Iuridae Thorel 1876. Superfamily Scorpionoidea Retrade 1802. Family Bothriuridae Simon 1880. Family Hemiscorpionidae Pocock 1893 equals Ascnuridae equals Leoschlidae rock scorpions, creeping scorpions or tree scorpions. Family Scorpionidae Latrae 1802 burrowing scorpions or pale-legged scorpions. Fossil record. Prescorpius osborni, fossil scorpion initially thought to be a Euryptoide. Scorpion remains have been found in many fossil records, including marine Silurian and Estrine Devonian deposits, coal deposits from the Carboniferous period, and in amber. The oldest known scorpion, Parioscorpio, lived around 435 million years ago in the Silurian period. Though once believed to have lived on the bottom of shallow tropical seas, 19 early scorpions are now believed to have been terrestrial and to have washed into marine settings together with plant matter. Citation needed. These first scorpions were believed to have had gills instead of the present formed hoof lungs, though this has subsequently been refuted. 2021-22. The oldest Gondwanan scorpions, Gondwana scorpion, comprise the earliest known terrestrial animals from Gondwana. 23. Currently, 111 fossil species of scorpion are known. 14. Unusually for arachnids, there are more species of Paleozoic scorpion than Mesozoic or Cenozoic ones. Ancestral scorpions had compound eyes, but as they adapted to a nocturnal lifestyle, they became simplified. 24. The Eurypterids, commonly called sea scorpions, were aquatic creatures that lived during the Paleozoic era that share several physical traits with scorpions and may be closely related to them. Various species of Eurypterida could grow to be anywhere from 10 centimeters (3.9 into 2.5 meters, 8.2 feet) in length. 25. However, they exhibit anatomical differences, marking them off as a group distinct from the Carboniferous and recent relatives. Despite this, they are commonly referred to as sea scorpions. 26. Their legs are thought to have been short, thick, tapering, and to have ended in a single strong claw. It appears that they were well adapted for maintaining a secure hold upon rocks or seaweed against the wash of waves, like the legs of a shore crab. Cladistic analyses have supported the idea that the Eurypterides are a distinct group from the scorpions. 27. Morphology. Scorpion anatomy. 1 equals cephalothorax or prosoma. 2 equals abdomen or mesosoma. 3 equals tail or metazoma. 4 equals claws or pedipalps. 5 equals legs. 6 equals mouthparts or chelicerae. 7 equals pincers or gilet. 8 equals movable claw or tarsus. 9 equals fixed claw or manus. 10 equals sting or Achilles. 11 equals tarsal anus and previous joint. 12 equals opening of book lungs. Stinger of an Arizona bark. Ventral view of an unidentified scorpion species where the petals can easily be observed with a comb-like structure in an inverted V shape. The body of a scorpion is divided into 2 parts, tagmata, the cephalothorax or prosoma, and the abdomen or opisthosoma. However, as there is currently no paleontological law, there was no evidence that arachnids ever had a separate thorax-like division. There exists an argument against the validity of term cephalothorax, which means fused cephalon, head, and the thorax. Similarly, arguments can be formed against use of the term abdomen, as the opisthosoma of all scorpions contains a heart and booked lungs, organs atypical of an abdomen. 28. The opisthosoma is subdivided into a broad anterior portion called the mesosoma or pre-abdomen, and a narrow tail-like posterior called the metasoma or post-abdomen. 5.10. Cephalothorax. The cephalothorax comprises the carapace, eyes, belliso, mouth, heart, pedipalps. The pedipalps of scorpions have chelae, commonly called claws or pincers, and 4 pairs of walking legs. The scorpion's exoskeleton is thick and durable, providing good protection from predators. Scorpions have 2 eyes on the top of the cephalothorax, and usually 2 to 5 pairs of eyes along the front corners of the cephalothorax. While unable to form sharp images, the central eyes are amongst the most light-sensitive in the animal kingdom, especially in dim light, and makes it possible for nocturnal species to use starlight to navigate at night. Some species also have light receptors in the tail. 29. The position of the eyes on the cephalothorax depends in part on the hardness or softness of the soil upon which they spend their lives. 30. The pedipalp is a segmented chelae claw appendage used for prey immobilization, defense and sensory purposes. The segments of the pedipalp, from closest to the body outwards, the coxa, trochanter, femur, humerus, patella, tibia, including the fixed claw and the manus and tarsus, movable. 31. A scorpion has darkened or granular raised linear ridges called keels or carini on the pedipalp segments and on other parts of the body, which are useful taxonomically. 5.12. Mesosoma. The mesosoma is the broad part of the opisthosoma. Sometimes it is loosely called the abdomen. It consists of the anterior 7 somites segments of the opisthosoma, its terga. The ventral is somites 3 to 7 are armored with matching plates called sternites. The ventral is somites 1 and 2 are more complex. The first abdominal sternity is modified into a pair of genital and percula covering the gonopore. Sternity 2 forms the basal plate bearing the pectines. Morphologically, the pectines are a pair of limbs that function as sensory organs. 32. The next 4 somites, 3 to 6, all bear pairs of spiracles. They serve as openings for the scorpion's respiratory organs, known as bronchioles. The spiracle openings may be 6, circular, elliptical, or oval, according to the species of scorpion. 13 to 15, 33. The 7th and last somite do not bear appendages or any other significant external structures. 34. Metasoma. The metasoma is commonly known as the scorpion's tail, though this is in some ways misleading because unlike most so-called tails, it is not an appendage or limb. It is in fact part of the opisthosoma. It comprises 5 segments, of which the 5th segment bears the tarsum. In many species, it superficially seems as though the metasoma has 4 segments only because the first anterior metasomal segment gives the impression being the posterior segment of the mesosoma. A fifth segment of the metasoma is the caudal segment of the empithysoma and accordingly bears the anus. The scorpion's telson is the part commonly called the stinger. It is attached to the end of the fifth segment just dorsal from the anus, but as the distal end of the tail rests normally it is carried upside down with the sting pointing forward. The anus usually is above the base of the telson and facing upward. 35. The telson includes the vesicle containing a symmetrical pair of venom glands. Externally it bears a curved sting, the hypodermic aqueous or venom-injecting barb. It is equipped with various sensory hairs, as the sting cannot be guided visually. Each of the venom glands has its own duct to convey its secretion internally along the achilles from the bulb of the gland to immediately subterminal at the point of the achilles where each of the paired ducts has its own venom pore. 36. On rare occasions, scorpions are born with two metasomata. Two-tailed scorpions are no more than examples of adventitious oncogenic abnormality. Whether there ever is a genetic component to the condition is uncertain, but such evidence as is available from offspring is negative so far as no two-tailed scorpions have been observed among the rarely observed progeny of multiple-tailed scorpion specimens. 37. Fluorescence. This black scorpion appears like blue under a black. Scorpions are also known to glow a vibrant blue-green when exposed to certain wavelengths of ultraviolet light such as that produced by a black light due to the presence of fluorescent chemicals in the cuticle. One fluorescent component is now known to be beta-carbonate. 38. A handheld UV lamp has long been a standard tool for nocturnal field surveys of these animals. Fluorescence occurs as a result of sclerotization and increases in intensity with each successive instar. 38. This fluorescence may have an active role in scorpion lie detection. 39. Biology. This section needs additional citations for verification. Please help improve this article by adding citations to reliable sources. Unsourced material may be challenged and removed. Find sources: Scorpion News, newspapers, books, Scholar JSTOR, April 2011. Learn how and when to remove this template message. Scorpions prefer areas where the temperatures range from 20 to 37 degrees Celsius, 68 to 99 degrees Fahrenheit, but may survive temperatures ranging from well below freezing to desert heat. 41. Scorpions of the genus Scorpius living in high Asian mountains, Bothriurub scorpions from Patagonia and small Euscorpius scorpions from Central Europe can all survive winter temperatures of about -25 degrees Celsius, -13 degrees Fahrenheit. In Reputek, Turkmenistan, 7 species of scorpion, of which Pactinibutha spiruli is endemic, live in temperatures varying from -31 to 50 degrees Celsius, -24 to 122 degrees Fahrenheit. 42. They are nocturnal and fossorial, finding shelter during the day in the relative cool of underground holes or undersides of rocks, and emerging at night to hunt and feed. Scorpions exhibit photophobic behavior primarily to evade detection by predators such as birds, lizards, rodents such as the grasshopper mouse, opossums, and larger mammals including mongooses and the honey badger. 43. Scorpions are opportunistic predators of small arthropods, although the larger kinds have been known to kill small lizards and snakes. The large pincers are studded with highly sensitive tactile hair. At the moment an insect touches these, they use the chelae pincers to catch the prey. Depending on the toxicity of their venom and size of the claws, they will then either crush the prey or inject it with neurotoxic venom. This will kill or paralyze the prey so the scorpion can eat it. Scorpions have an unusual style of eating using chelicerae, small claw-like structures that protrude from the mouth that are unique to the Chelicerata among arthropods. The chelicerae, which are very sharp, are used to pull small amounts of food off the prey item for digestion into a pre-oral cavity below the chelicerae and carapax. Scorpions can ingest food only in a liquid form. They have external digestion. The digestive juices from the gut are ingested onto the food and the digested food sucked in liquid form. Any solid indigestible matter, fur, exoskeleton, etc. is trapped by setae in the pre-oral cavity and ejected by the scorpion. 296 to 297. Scorpions can consume huge amounts of food at one sitting. They have a very efficient food storage organ and a very low metabolic rate combined with a relatively inactive lifestyle. This enables scorpions to survive long periods when deprived of food. Some are able to survive 6 to 12 months of starvation. 297 to 298. Scorpions excrete very little. Their waste consists mostly of insoluble nitrogenous compounds such as xanthine, guanine and uric acid. 13. Reproduction. Most scorpions reproduce sexually, and most species have male and female individuals. However, some species, such as Hottentotta, Hottentotta cadovidensis, Leochels australasia, Titias columbianus, Titias mutundus, Titias cerulatus, Titias stigmurus, Titias trivitatus and Titias oregonensis reproduce through parthenogenesis, a process in which unfertilized eggs develop into living embryos. Parthenogenic reproduction starts following the scorpion's final molt to maturity and continues thereafter. Pregnant scorpion. Sexual reproduction is accomplished by the transfer of a spermatophore from the male to the female. Scorpions possess a complex courtship and mating ritual to effect this transfer. Mating starts with the male and female locating and identifying each other using a mixture of pheromones and vibrational communication. Once they have satisfied the other that they are of opposite sex and of the correct species, mating can commence. The courtship starts with the male grasping the female's pedipalps with his own. The pair then perform a dance called the Promenade à Deux. In this dance, the male leads the female around searching for a suitable place to deposit his spermatophore. The courtship ritual can involve several other behaviors such as juthering and a chelicerae kiss, in which the male's chelicerae pincers grasp the female's in a smaller, more intimate version of the male's grasping the female's pedipalps, and in some cases injecting a small amount of his venom into her pedipalp or on the edge of her cephalothorax. 44. Probably as a means of pacifying the female. When the male has identified a suitable location, he deposits the spermatophore and then guides the female over it. This allows the spermatophore to enter her genital operculum, which triggers release of the sperm, thus fertilizing the female. The mating process can take from 1 to 25 plus hours and depends on the ability of the male to find a suitable place to deposit his spermatophore. If mating continues too long, the female may lose interest, ending the process. Once the mating is complete, the male will generally retreat quickly for unknown reasons. Sexual cannibalism is infrequent with scorpions. Birth and development. Compsognathus werneri female with young. Unlike the majority of species in the class Arachnida, which oviparous scorpions seem to be universally viviparous. 45. The young are born one by one, expel the embryonic membrane, if any, and the brood is carried about on its mother's back until the young have undergone at least one molt. Before the first molt, scorpions cannot survive naturally without the mother, since they depend on her for protection and to regulate their moisture levels. Especially in species that display more advanced sociability, e.g. Pandanus spp. The young-mother association can continue for an extended period of time. The size of the litter depends on the species and environmental factors and can range from 2 to more than 100 scorpions. The average litter, however, consists of around 8 scorpions. 46. The young generally resemble the parents. Growth is accomplished by periodic shedding of the exoskeleton ecdysis. A scorpion's developmental progress is measured in instars, how many molts it has undergone. Scorpions typically require between 5 and 7 molts to reach maturity. Molting commences with a split in the old exoskeleton just below the edge of the carapace at the front of the prosoma. The scorpion then emerges from the split. The pedipalps and legs are first removed from the old exoskeleton, followed eventually by the metasoma. When it emerges, the scorpion's new exoskeleton is soft, making the scorpion highly vulnerable to attack. The scorpion must constantly stretch while the new exoskeleton hardens to ensure that it can move when the hardening is complete. The process of hardening is called sclerotization. The new exoskeleton does not fluoresce. As sclerotization occurs, the fluorescence gradually returns. Relationship with humans. An Indonesian Marine demonstrates how to neutralize scorpions and use them to survive. Although scorpions are usually not found in large numbers in densely populated urban areas, they do regularly occur in their near-human habitation in all tropical parts of the world. The lack of predators, readily available shelter, and abundance of insect prey such as crickets, cockroaches, silverfishes, and earwigs have caused scorpions to thrive in industrial and residential areas. 47. In Brazil, the number of people reported stung by scorpions increased from 12,000 in 2000 to 140,000 in 2018. 47. Sting and venom. All known scorpion species possess venom and use it primarily to kill or paralyze the prey so that it can be eaten. The venom consists of a collection of peptides. 48. In general, the venom is fast-acting, allowing for effective prey capture. However, as a general rule, scorpions kill their prey with brute force if they can, as opposed to using venom, which is also used as a defense against predators. The venom is a mixture of compounds, neurotoxins, enzyme inhibitors, etc. Each not only causing a different effect, but possibly also targeting a specific animal. Each compound is made and stored in a pair of glandular sacs and is released in a quantity regulated by the scorpion itself. Of the more than 1,000 known species of scorpions, only 25 have venom that is deadly to humans. Most of those belong to the family Buthidae, including Lyrus quinquestriatus, Hotantota spp, Centroroides spp, and Androctonus spp. 13. 49. The envenomation of humans by scorpions is called scorpionism. Prevention. According to the U.S. National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, these steps should be taken to prevent scorpion stings. 50. Wear long sleeves and trousers. Wear leather gloves. Shake out clothing, bedding, bathroom towels, or shoes before using them. Workers with a history of severe allergic reactions to insect bites or stings should consider carrying an epinephrine auto-injector EpiPen and should wear a medical identification bracelet or necklace stating their allergy. Treatment. First aid for scorpion stings is generally symptomatic. It includes strong analgesia, either systemic opioids or paracetamol, or locally applied such as a cold compress. Cases of very high blood pressure are treated with anxiety-relieving medications and medications which lower the blood pressure by widening the diameter of blood vessels. 51. Scorpion envenomation with high morbidity and mortality is usually due to either excessive autonomic activity and cardiovascular toxic effects or neuromuscular toxic effects. Antivenom is the specific treatment for scorpion envenomation combined with supportive measures including vasodilators in patients with cardiovascular toxic effects and benzodiazepines when neuromuscular involvement occurs. Although rare, severe hypersensitivity reactions including anaphylaxis to scorpion antivenoms are possible. 52. Medical use. The Deathstalker has powerful venom. Short-chain scorpion toxins constitute the largest group of potassium K+ channel-blocking peptides. An important physiological role of the KCNA3 channel, also known as Kv1.3, is to help maintain large electrical gradients for the sustained transport of ions such as Ca2+, that controls T lymphocyte T-cell proliferation. Thus, Kv1.3 blockers could be potential immunosuppressants for the treatment of autoimmune disorders, such as rheumatoid arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease, and multiple sclerosis. 53. The venom of Uroplexus lineatus is clinically important in dermatology. 54. Toxins being investigated include the following. Chlorotoxin is a 36 amino acid peptide found in the venom of the Deathstalker scorpion Lyrus pinquestriatus that blocks small conductance chloride channels. 55. The fact that chlorotoxin binds preferentially to glioma cells has allowed the development of new methods that still are under investigation for the treatment and diagnosis of several types of cancer. 56. Mauritoxin from the venom of the Tunisian Scorpiomaurus 57. A number of antimicrobial peptides have also been found in the venom of Mesobothus upius. MEUCIN13 and MEUCIN18 exhibited extensive cytolytic effects on bacteria, fungi, and yeasts. 58. Furthermore, MEUCIN24 and MEUCIN25, first identified from genetic sequences expressed in their venom glands, were shown to selectively kill Plasmodium falciparum and inhibit the development of Plasmodium burghaei, both a malaria parasite, but do not harm mammalian cells. These two venom-derived proteins therefore attractive candidates for the development of anti-malarial drugs. 59. Production. Scorpions for use in the pharmaceutical industry are collected from the wild in Pakistan. Farmers in the Thatta district are paid about $100 for each 40-gram scorpion, and 60-gram specimens are reported to fetch at least $50,000. 60. Their trade is reported to be illegal but thriving. 61. The venom is one of the most valuable liquids by volume on Earth, and it costs $39 million to produce a gallon of the toxin. 62. Consumption. Eating scorpions in Beijing, China. Fried scorpion is traditionally eaten in Shandong, China. 63. In culture. A scorpion motif is often woven into Turkish kiln flat-woof carpets for protection from their sting. One of the earliest occurrences of the scorpion in culture is its inclusion as Scorpio in the 12 signs of the series of constellations known as the zodiac by Babylonian astronomers during the Chaldean period. 462. In South Africa and South Asia, the scorpion is a significant animal culturally, appearing as a motif in art, especially in Islamic art in the Middle East. 64. A scorpion motif is often woven into Turkish kiln flat-weave carpets for protection from their sting. 65. The scorpion is perceived both as an embodiment of evil and a protective force that counters evil, such as a dervish's powers to combat evil. 64. In another context, the scorpion portrays human sexuality. 64. Scorpions are used in folk medicine in South Asia, especially in antidotes for scorpion stings. 64. In ancient Egypt, the goddess Serket was often depicted as a scorpion, one of several goddesses who protected the pharaoh. A hawk named Nama, with a scorpion drawn on his body, is depicted on a picture of the ancient Roman city of Tamuda, near Tetuan, Morocco, as a mark of the stable of Tingitanis. 66. Surrealist filmmaker Luis Buñuel makes notable symbolic use of scorpions in his 1930 classic L'Âge d'Or, The Golden Age. 67. Alongside serpents, scorpions are used to symbolize evil in the New Testament. In Luke chapter 10 verse 19 it is written, "Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you." Here, scorpions and serpents symbolize evil. 68. Revelation chapter 9 verse 3 speaks of the power of the scorpions of the earth. 69. The last collection of poems by Stevie Smith was entitled Scorpion and Other Poems. 70. See also Icon Biology Portal, Icon Arthropods Portal, Paleophonus the Devonian Scorpion, Paraezobuthus, a Carboniferous scorpion. List of scorpions of Australia. Now, wasn't that fun? Unfortunately, I didn't see any scorpions show up that whole time, so let's go back home and turn in what we did get.
バリルニュースジャビグループビリンギョダイズヤビグループ
I'm going to be signing off for the night. Thank you all for watching.